On this episode of Junker Clunkers, we'll be working on a door.
On a door?
Yes.
No, it's on this. In this episode, we're gonna be working on the other side.
I don't have the news voice.
Oh yeah, the other side. First thing we're gonna start off with is this door. I picked this door up. I paid way too much for it compared to the other door we put on. It's got a good sized dent right here. See, it's all caved in right here, but I think we can fix that. So we're gonna start off by popping off the inside trim, mainly to get to that dent. Oh, we got something to say. Yep. But we also want to change the color of this to the other one. So let's get at it.
What?
Did you grab a flat too or no?
No.
We save all pieces until we're done, because you never know what we're gonna need.
It's a 10.
So take off these. Boom, boom. Don't lose any parts.
Oh.
You're not very helpful today.
Wow.
Yeah. America.
Yeah. America.
America. Nut.
Ah.
Put that in the truck. All right, so AutoZone has this dent and ding repair kit. It's supposed to come with all the crap you need. Even comes with a little. Let's I don't know. Let's see if we can make it work. I guess. Not really sure what to do.
It smells funny.
You don't have to smell it. So I've never used one of these before, but I've seen other videos and crap that say that it's going to be clean. If it doesn't stick to this, then I'll just grind this down, because we're going to have to Bondo this up, I'm sure, anyhow. But let's just try and clean the surface real quick before we put anything on it. We're gonna have to repaint this door anyhow before we put it on the truck. Something is going on downtown. All right, so what do we got for instructions? I don't usually look at instructions, but I could do it faster with a damn heat gun.
Get the torch.
Might. What about that other piece?
Hold it for 10 seconds.
Yeah, what about the other piece though?
What do you mean?
How much glue are we supposed to use?
Place crossbar or a pull tab?
It's actually raising it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see it happening?
Yeah.
What? What? That's crazy. It's just hot glue. What?
That's actually cool.
That did bring it up some, didn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, let's see if that does anything. Is that pulling it out?
It looks like it.
It is. Yeah. A couple days later, and this is where we're at. I let that primer dry. Weather wasn't the greatest here, so we're at about 55 degrees up here in New Hampshire. It's what is it, Tuesday, Monday afternoon. I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down, give us a good sand, and hopefully lay some paint on this, maybe even hang the door. I don't know. Let's get at it and see where we get done. All right, so we only got the tape off. We've only got a couple little small things over here, like the door handle. Just want to kind of cover them. There's Shelby. Daddy, 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 I want to be in the video. Whoa. All right, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm pretty sure you can see me. That's what we got. Had it mixed up at the local snapper. Give it a good shake. Hit yourself in the face with it. Good enough. And we're just gonna do kind of a little mist coat on the area that we fixed. We're going to let that set up for a couple minutes. And we'll come back in probably 2-3 minutes, maybe a little more. Do another coat. And maybe at the second coat of that, we'll start painting the whole thing. But we want to get this. We want to get the gray part to kind of match what's going on here. And then we'll do nice even coats on the whole thing. Hopefully that'll look pretty decent. So we'll bring you back here in a couple minutes. All right, it's been, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. When you go to check it, you want to put it, you just want to lightly tap it with your finger. If it's sticking, obviously it's not dry enough yet. It's not sticking, and you want to take and go in an area that you're not going to see. Like in the door jamb, you're really not going to see. Underneath this window, you're not going to see, because obviously there'll be a window there at a later date. But this is ready for a second coat. We can go a little heavier this time. You don't want to go too heavy. Now, the weather here is pretty crappy. That's why I brought it into the front of the garage. Looks like it's going to rain here any minute. but we're still around 55, maybe 58 degrees, which is warm enough to paint. It's not ideal, but it's warm enough. You just got to keep in mind, the hotter it is, the faster it'll dry. You never want to paint in the direct sunlight, because by the time you go to spray, whether you're using a gun or spray paint, as soon as you hit that nozzle and that paint starts coming out, it's already dry. And you'll have just blotches and crap everywhere in your paint. You don't want that. So you want it to be not in the direct sunlight. Your ideal situation is obviously a paint booth, but you can do this stuff at your house pretty easily. And you also got to remember overspray. So wherever you are, if you have your vehicle that's really close, just keep in mind you're probably going to get overspray on that, or wherever you are, windows, doors, cats, I don't know. But let's get back to this. We're going to do another coat.
And I like to take and just wipe off the little nozzle where it comes out. I usually do that before I put the can down from spraying, because you don't want shit getting clogged up on there, because it'll just spit and you'll have big blotches everywhere in your paint. You don't want that neither. All right, so at that point, like I said, this is what I do. I'll just take a little bit of paper towel and clean off the nozzle where the paint comes out so it doesn't harden and make splotches. So as you saw, I was just going on light. Just light coats. 2 coats covered the gray area. So now we're going to let this dry for a little bit. And then we can come back in and we can start going over the whole panel, making it even. So you're not going to notice where you started and where you stopped by the time you're all said and done. This paint's actually coming out really nice. There's a couple of spots I probably should have fixed. Like right there, I should have used some glazing putty. But once again, this is just to get my truck back on the road. If I was going for show finish, which I never would do on a work truck, but you would want to make sure you go through all the details 100%. So we're going to let this dry, and we'll come back at it in probably about 5-10 minutes. We'll leave this one, and yeah, we'll be back.
All right, so I think we made a pretty good decision by bringing this in the garage. It's starting to sprinkle outside. So I'm going to take and I'm going to go ahead and shoot some more paint. I believe, yeah, it's dry enough to go ahead and do another coat. So let's do it.
And once again, that's nice and clean, so I don't have to worry about that. What I'm going to want to do is I'm going to start going this way now and start blending into this. Want to make sure you hit your edges good. That's one coat for the whole thing. I think it looks pretty decent. Cleaning off the nozzle again. That dent that was here actually looks like it disappeared really well. Actually, really well. I'm very satisfied with the outcome of this door so far. I want to do at least 2 more coats. I'm thinking at least 2 more coats on this. That way, you know, it seals it up, protects it, and whatnot. When we get down to the door, the bottom part of the door here, we're going to be raptor coating, raptor lining from this edge down. And sorry, it's hard to breathe in that damn thing. And we're going to be doing the rocker panels and stuff like that in it also. So we're going to let this flash off. We'll get back at you about 5-10 minutes. All right, this stuff dries really fast. Even considering the weather, it's not, you know, the hottest out. So we're gonna go ahead and throw another coat on it. And as you see, when I spray, I'm overlapping, just like you would if you were painting with a gun. I don't use the gun a lot because it takes more work sometimes than it's worth, especially when it's just a door. As you saw, I put that on a lot heavier. I'm not sure if we're going to have to do another coat or not. It all looks pretty good. Obviously I have to wait for it to dry, but it looks, to me it looks pretty flat. I don't see any runs, no dry spots. Let's give it a good 5 minutes to dry. We'll come back and look at it again.
All right, there she be. Next day. I think it looks pretty decent. A little bit of glazing putty would have done some wonders right here. But hey, you know what? It looks a hell of a lot better than it did. Hell of a lot better than it did. It'll match the truck halfway decent. So now we got to take these doors off. just like we did the other side. We're gonna have to sand down the rocker panel and cab corner and blend it, just like we did the other side. Paint those. And after that paint is dried, we can hang the new door. And we'll probably start working on fixing this door, the outside. We can actually hang that door without fixing it because we're gonna end up doing Raptor liner on the bottom half now. So let's get at this other part of it. It's a bed though. All right, so we're gonna take doors off just like we did the other side. Right here. Okay. Nice and easy. All right. Good. And this door is garbage, but we need the glass. We need the glass and the panel. And we're gonna sand the inner or the outer rocker panel and the cab corner. All right, so in the next clip here, unfortunately, I somehow deleted, or something got deleted. It's just the sanding of the rocker panels, and then the next clip will pick back up to actual video. I do apologize.
It's a Sylvie girl. Hi there, Sylvie girl.
Is coat 1 done?
I'm smarter than you. Not better at video games, I'm smarter. Maybe that's why Dad doesn't know how to stow stuff.
No.
But you don't.
Bring it on any better.
Hey, I can stow stuff, I just don't have good handwriting.
Exactly.
Shane, you don't have good handwriting.
I don't have to write anything anymore. I'm not cool. I grabbed my head every time. So.
Besides, I'm supposed to lose brain cells with the amount of work I get given today.
Well, you gain them, dude.
No, there's so much that makes I start to lose them.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Mike. Keep watching.
Keep watching. The last and final coat. Trying to survive here, Frank.
Okay, have one.
Dad, you need to make your own merch. Oh, merch? Yep, fine. You need to make Bob a shirt. Okay, fine. One that's a tie ball. Yeah. I will. I gotta go bigger. I think that's merch. No, I believe people sell it to us. Scale down, unfortunately. Your hands will go up. Oops, scale down. They sell the t-shirt brand. They do like the bike shirts, those are from Down. Bike shirts, those are from Down. They're a really big brand. They work with like multiple different companies at the same time. I think they sponsored Blake Shelton too. He did a advertisement for them. All right, so paint is dry. Let's give it a quick check here. Pretty seamless. Looks pretty decent. Yeah, I'd say that's a success. So let's start hanging some doors. Yeah. Hold on. The plexiglass it is. All right, now it's time to put the fender on.
Yeah, let's put it down more too.
All right, so we've got the doors back on. As you can see, gaps are okay. I'm not a gap guy. Fender is back on, tight and secured. We could throw the headlight, just set it in there so it doesn't get ruined. But she's looking pretty good. So that's gonna do it for this video. In the next video, we'll get the window in, and hopefully the riv nut kit and tool will be here. We'll be able to get that door fully completed. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content we got putting out here. We've got quite a bit more to go on the green monster, and hey, let's see where else it takes us. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.